Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen amma ba'd fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem bismillahir rahmanir rahim assalatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah assalatu wassalamu alayka ya Nabiyallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nurallah. My dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani channel, Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal, once again we are in the silsila, the blessing of Ramadan. In the previous silsila, we learnt about the innovations, the beautiful historical history about the green dome, Gumbad-e-Khazara. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal, in today's silsila, we will learn about the 35 Madani flowers, the rules and regulations of Taraweeh. So be with us till the end of Silsila. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, we will get so many Madani flowers. The beloved Rasul of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said, whoever recites durood upon me 3 times during the day and 3 times at night with love and devotion, Allah Azza wa Jal will forgive the sins the person committed during that day and that night. Subhanallah. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Once, during the journey of Hajj, Hajjaj bin Yusuf stopped at a place between Makkatul Mukarramah and Madinatul Munawwara and had the lunch prepared. He then instructed his guard to bring a guest. When the guard left the tent, he spotted a Bedouin lying down. He woke him up and said, "Come, Hajjaj bin Yusuf is calling you." When the Bedouin came, Hajjaj bin Yusuf said, "Accept my invitation, wash your hands and sit down with me to eat." The Bedouin replied, "Please forgive me. Prior to your invitation, I have already accepted the invitation of someone else that is more generous and gracious than you." Hajjaj bin Yusuf asked, "Whose invitation?" The Bedouin replied, "The invitation of Allah Azza wa Jal. And hence I have had fast." Hajjaj asked, "You have fast in such scorching heat?" The Bedouin replied, "Yes, in order to save myself from the blazing heat of Judgment Day." Hajjaj said, "Please eat now and make up for the fast tomorrow." The Bedouin immediately replied, "Can you guarantee me that I will be alive till tomorrow?" Then Hajjaj replied, "I am afraid I can't." The pious Bedouin said, "I am afraid I can't eat," and then he went away. May the mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal be upon him, and may we be forgiven for his sake. Ameen. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani channel, the pious people of Allah Azza wa Jal aren't afraid or pressurized by the kings and rulers. We have also learnt that those people who bear the heat and observe fast will be saved and protected from the intense and frightening heat of Judgment Day. Inshallah Azza wa Jal. Ya ilahi, गर्मी mahshar se jab bhadke badan. या इलाही गर्मी महशर से जब भड़के बदन, दामने महबूब की ठंडी हवा का साथ हो। या इलाही जब ज़बाने बाहर आए प्यास से, साक़िए कौसर शहे जूदो अता का साथ हो। सल्लु अलल हबीब सल्लल्लाहु ताला अला मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम. 35 Madani flowers of Taraweeh. Number 1. Offering Taraweeh Salah is a sunnate muakkada for every sane, mature and adult Islamic brother and sister. Missing Taraweeh is not permissible. Number 2. Taraweeh consists of 20 rak'at. During the reign of Sayyidina Umar Farooq A'zam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, the Muslims used to offer 20 rak'at of Taraweeh. Number 3. The Jamaat of Taraweeh is a sunnate muakkada alal kifaya. If all the people miss it, they all will be considered to have committed an isa'at, disliked act. If a few people say it with Jamaat, then those offering alone will not be able to get the reward of Jamaat. Number 4. The time for the Tarawih Salah begins after the Farz of Isha and ends at dawn, Subh Sadiq. If it is offered before the Farz of Isha, then it will not be valid. Number 5. Tarawih can be offered even after the Farz and Witr of Isha as well. This sometimes happens on the 29th of Shaban in case of delay in acquiring the evidence of the moon's appearance. Number 6. It is mustahab, preferable to delay the Tarawih until 1/3 part of the night has passed. There is no harm in offering Tarawih even after the second half of the night. Number 7. If missed, there is no qada, repetition for the Tarawih Salah. Number 8. It is better to offer the 20 rakat of Tarawih in sets of 2 with 10 salam. Number 9. All 20 rakat of Tarawih can be offered with one single salam, but it is makruh to do so. And it is preferred to do qaida, sit, after every 2 rakat. You should recite Durood Sharif after At-Tahiyyat in every qaida and recite Sana at the beginning of every odd rakat, means first, third, fifth, etc. The Imam should also recite Ta'awwuz and Tasmiyah in every odd rakat. Ta'awwuz means A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem and Tasmiyah Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Number 10. While offering Tarawih in sets of 2 rakats, separate intention should be made before every 2 rakat. It is also permissible to make only one intention for all the 20 rakat in the beginning. Number 11. Offering Tarawih Salah sitting unnecessarily is makruh, and some respected muftis rahimahumullah ta'ala declare it invalid. Number 12. It is preferable to offer the Tarawih Salah with the Jamaat in the masjid, though it is not a sin to offer it with a Jamaat at home. One will not be able to get the reward of offering in the masjid. In case of offering Tarawih at home or in a public hall, it is wajib to offer the Farz of Isha Salah with the Jamaat in the masjid first. Offering the Farz of Isha Salah with Jamaat at home or in the hall without a valid reason will amount to committing the sin of missing a wajib. For more details on this issue, please go through the chapter of Fazan-e-Sunnat called Excellence of Hunger. 13. A minor can lead the Jamaat of minors only in Tarawih. Number 14. An adult's offering Tarawih Salah or any other Salah under the imamat of a minor will not be valid. 15. Reciting and listening to the entire Quran Sharif in Tarawih is Sunnate Muakkada. Number 16. If a full-fledged Hafiz is not available or the whole Quran could not be recited due to any other reason, one can recite any surah in Tarawih Salah if he wants. He can recite from Alam Tara until the one Nas twice. This will make it easier to remember the 20 raka'at. Number 17. It is a sunnah to recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim once loudly while reciting it quietly before each surah is mustahab. The mutaakhirin, succeeding scholars rahimahumullah ta'ala, have also declared it mustahab, desirable to recite 3 times Qul huwallah in the completion of the whole Quran's recitation. Further recitation from Alif Lam Mim to Muflihun in the last rakat is also preferable on the final day of recitation. Number 18. If the Tarawih Salah becomes invalid due to any reason, the surah or the part of the Quran recited during the invalid rakat should be repeated so that the recitation of the entire Quran Sharif does not remain incomplete. Number 19. If the Imam misses a verse or surah by mistake and continues reciting, it is mustahab for him to recite the missed part and then carry on. Number 20. If there is no harm In listening to the complete Quran, one can offer Tarawih Salah in different masajid. For example, if there are 3 masajid in which 1¼ chapter of the Holy Quran are recited every day, then one can go to each of them on different days. 21. If somebody forgot to sit for qada after 2 rakats, and if he has not performed the sajda of the 3rd rakat as yet, he has to sit and complete his salah with the sajda-e-sahv. In case of performing the sajda, prostration, of the 3rd rakat, he has to complete the 4th rakat as well. But these 4 rakat will be counted as 2. However, they will be regarded as 4 rakat in case of sitting for qaida after 2 rakat. 22. If somebody did not sit after the 2nd rakat and did salam, finish the salah after the 3rd rakat, then these rakat will not be valid. He will have to offer a new set of 2 rakat again. 23. After doing salam, finishing salah, if there is a difference of opinion over the number of rakat, example, some say 2 rakat were offered while some other opine 3. So Imam's opinion will be accepted in this case. If the Imam is himself unsure, then he is to accept the opinion of the one whom he considers reliable. 24. If people are in doubt whether 20 rakats were offered or 18, then they should all offer 2 rakat individually. 25. The recitation of the equal amount of the Quran during each 2 rakat is preferable, but not necessary. Likewise, the amount of the 2nd rakat's recitation should be equal to that of the 1st rakat. 2nd rakat's recitation should not be longer than the 1st one. 26. Both the Imam and other participants should recite the sana at the beginning of every 1st rakat. The Imam should recite ta'awuz and tasmiyya as well. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem and bismillahir rahmanir rahim as well. And Durood-e-Ibrahim and the dua at the end of every 2nd rakat in every set of 2. 27. If the participants of Tarawih Jamaat feel discomfort, then the Imam should only recite Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa alihi after tashahud, at-tahiyyat. 28. Keep offering Tarawih up to the last night of Ramadan. Even if the recitation of the entire Holy Quran completes on the 27th night or earlier, because it is sunnate muakkada, even then. 29. After every set of 4 rakat, it is mustahab to sit for rest for the period of time during which the 4 rakat can be offered. The pause is called a tarweeha. 30. During the tarweeha, the participants are allowed whether to remain silent, recite durood, do zikr or offer nafil salah individually. The following tasbih can also be recited. Subhana dhil mulki wal malakut, Subhana dhil izzati wal azamati wal haybati wal qudrati wal kibriyai wal jabarut, Subhana al malikil hayyil ladhi la yanamu wa la yamut, Subbuhun quddusun rabbuna wa rabbul malaikati wal ruh, Allahumma ajirna minan nar, ya mujiru, ya mujiru, ya mujiru, birahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. 31. After offering 20 rakat, the 5th tarweeha is also mustahab, but if it causes discomfort to people to wait so long, then don't recite the 5th time. 32. Some people keep sitting during the initial part of the 1st rakat. They stand to join the Jamaat when the Imam is going to perform ruku. It is a habit of the hypocrites. The 142nd verse of Surah Nisa says, وَإِذَا قَامُوا إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ قَامُوا كُسَالَى. Translation, Kanzul Iman. And when they stand up for salah, they stand up with a defeated soul, lazily. One should also join the Jamaat of first salah immediately, even if the Imam has stood after completing the ruku. Further, if the Imam is in the first sitting qaida, join in without waiting for him to stand. If you join in during the qaida sitting, but the imam finished his tashahud and stood up, complete the whole tashahud before standing. 33. It is preferable to offer the witr salah with jama'at in Ramadan. But if someone offered the farz of Isha alone, then he is to offer his witr alone. 34. There is no harm in offering the farz of Isha with one imam, the Tarawih salah with another imam, and the witr with a third imam. 35. Sayyidina Umar Farooq Azam radiyallahu ta'ala used to lead the farz jamaat and witr, while Sayyidina Ubay bin Ka'b radiyallahu ta'ala used to lead the Tarawih jamaat. O Allah Azza wa Jal, make us pious and sincere and bless us with the privilege of offering Tarawih with sincerity and concentration every year with the correctly reciting Hafiz, and accept our salahs. Ameen. Bijahi Nabil Ameen sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal. Allah Azza wa Jal and His beloved Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam have greatly blessed Dawat-e-Islami. Many patient suffering from such deadly diseases declared incurable by doctors have found the cure for their lethal diseases in the Madani Kaflas. According to the statement made by an Islamic brother of Maripur, an Islamic brother living at Hawks Bay, Babul Madina, Karachi, had cancer. He traveled with the Madani Kafla of Dawat-e-Islami, the international non-political religious movement of the Quran and Sunnah, in the company of the devotees of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. During the journey, he looked quite sad and disappointed. The participants of the Kafla reassured him and made supplications for him. One morning, while he was sitting, all of a sudden, he vomited a piece of flesh. He felt greatly relieved after the vomiting. Having returned from the Madani Kafla, he went to see a doctor and had his test done again. He was shocked to see results which indicated that he was no longer suffering from cancer. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal, he regained his health. Subhanallah. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Al-Saro cancer याहो दर्दे कमर देगा मौला शिफा काफले में चलो दूर बीमारियां और परेशानियां हो बफजले खुदा काफले में चलो सीखने सुन्नतें काफले में चलो लूटने रहमतें काफले में चलो सल्लु अलल हबीब सल्लल्लाहु ताला अला मुहम्मद sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani channel, in many cities around the world, as you may already know, that collective ijtimai i'tikafs are taking place. There are many benefits of sitting i'tikaf. Here let me tell you a blessing of sitting i'tikaf with the Islamic brothers of Dawat-e-Islami. An Islamic brother of Rawalpindi, Punjab, Pakistan, made the following statement. I was studying in the 10th grade at that time in the last 10 days of Ramadan, 1421 AH. I performed i'tikaf in the Bilal Masjid of our area. There were about 14 or 15 mu'takifin, including me. Probably on the 28th of Ramadan after Zohar Salah, one of my ex-class fellows, whom we used to bully because of the simplicity of his behavior, came to meet us. He was wearing a green turban. After greeting us with salam, he made individual effort and politely said, "Can I ask any one of you to tell me the method of Eid Salah?" Then none of us knew, so we started staring at each other sheepishly. Then he said, "Okay, then explain the method of the funeral Salah." Sadly, none of us knew this either. Then he showed us a demonstration of Salah. His practical demonstration made us realize the mistakes that we used to make in our Salah. After that, he explained to us the method of praying the Eid Salah and the funeral Salah in an excellent and easily understandable way. We were immensely pleased. Truly speaking, the only thing we learned during the i'tikaf was the method of Salah that Muballigh of Dawat-e-Islami taught us on the day of Eid. I offered Eid Salah on the roof of the masjid. When the Imam said the second takbir, almost everyone bent for ruku except me. But this wasn't the time to do ruku. In fact, everyone was supposed to raise their hands to their ears and then lower them to their sides. If I hadn't learned the method of the Eid Salah, I would also have bent for the ruku like others. I felt intensely grateful to the Muballigh of Dawat-e-Islami who taught me the method of Eid Salah during I'tikaf. At that moment, I also realized the immense importance of Dawat-e-Islami when I met the Muballigh on Eid. I said to him, I also want to be like you. He encouraged me very sincerely. Due to his individual effort, I gradually joined the Madani atmosphere of Dawat-e-Islami. At this moment in time, in terms of the Madani work of Dawat-e-Islami, I am now responsible of the education department, Shobai Taaleem. Subhanallah. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani channel, as you have seen that one youngsters who did not know how to perform a funeral salah, Eid Salah and the daily 5 salahs, but he found the Madani environment of Dawat-e-Islami and learnt the basic of Islam within I'tikaf. Now the question is, my dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani channel, do we know how to pray salah? Do we know the fard of wudu? Do we know how to pray a funeral salah? What would we do if our father or any relative passed away? Now is the time to join the Madani environment of Dawat-e-Islami and learn the basics of Islam. To learn with the Islamic brothers of Dawat-e-Islami, join today with one of the many collective 10 days I'tikaf and try to travel on the Madani Kafilas of Dawat-e-Islami for 3 days, 12 days, 30 days, 12 months. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us the ability to sit in I'tikaf and travel on the Madani Kafilas with the lovers of the Prophet Sallallahu Ta'ala Alaihi Wasallam. Ameen. Bijahin Nabil Ameen. Sallallahu Ta'ala Alaihi Wasallam. Sallu ala al-Habib. Sallallahu Ta'ala ala Muhammad.